But I will admit, the idea of a heated foot hammock is just a great idea.
That's a fantastic idea. You should patent that,
Man,
like ASAP.
who knows? Hey guys, welcome to Chai Guys,
Hi.
episode 7.
Lucky number 7.
Man, it's not 102. I can't just rely on you.
No.
I rhymed.
Uh,
All right, this week's topic is going to be space. Mostly because Elon Musk just sent a fucking car into space.
oh my
not that long
god,
ago.
I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah,
I don't know how I forgot about that.
dude, that's one of those great things. Just like, countries are at war, terrible things are happening, but someone
At
sent
least-
a car into space, and that's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool. And he brought the rocket back, which, kind of a big deal.
Yeah, that's really hard.
Kind of a big rocket.
I'd put that in the really hard category.
I would say so. I've never done that before.
No way.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
You know what I have done before? Terrible transition. Made tea.
Oh,
We're drinking today a tea I got for Christmas from Tea of Life. It is a mango green tea, and was kind of just a whole batch of different kinds of tea. A lot of variety in
it's
this
the
one.
octagon
This one ain't bad for
for bag tea.
yeah, for bag tea. Like you would like not like outsource. It's nice. It's chill. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it.
I can actually taste that there is, in fact, green tea in this. I can taste the green tea, which
and
is
the mango.
yeah, and the mango, which is usually, usually you drink like a flavored green tea that's in a bag, and it's like, I get the flavor. But that's
Usually
about
it's
it.
like you
It's
get a
like-
little bit of flavor and like 4 teaspoons of sugar.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh
exactly.
boy, I sure love green tea. This is not green tea. Oh man, I will have to admit something. Small story, real quick, before we get into it. Uh, I've become the tea man of the workplace. I have a
Mhm.
rather large teapot, and I've been making tea for everyone. And it's gotten to a point where I had to put out a tip jar because I can.
Really? 'Cause
I
you
am out of tea.
get that much tea used?
Because that I'm like, guys, like I give you guys like glasses of tea every day. I might need a little bit of kickback here.
Wow,
Tea's expensive.
tea
And
is
they
expensive.
they kicked
actually-
in. They you know,
When do you make like just a single pot of a single tea, or do you give people like whatever they
it's a
want?
really big teapot, so I just strain like a really large amount,
Okay.
and like about 4 people besides me come up to like I literally have like a little service window at my office that people can just walk up to, and I just go, tea's ready, and they walk
That's
up with their mugs.
Wonderful.
It's
That's
it's
so heartwarming.
It's a joyous thing. So guys, just remember, tea's an everybody drink.
That's true.
Get other people involved.
Share the wealth.
Share the wealth. Folgers. That's not Folgers.
Folgers is a tea.
Folgers is coffee. We're
kind
tea
of like
experts
tea.
here. Hey, don't diss the coffee people. Some people need that, man.
I never understood coffee versus tea. Like people who say like, "Oh, I either drink coffee or I drink tea." I'm like, why not both?
Yeah, man.
I drink both.
Yeah,
Sometimes
ditto.
at the same time.
Oh, that can be messy. All right, Steve. My first question to you about space. It's an oddly specific one. What type of job would you work if you worked at NASA?
I would be a software engineer.
Oh, very.
so different, such a different career path for me. Yeah, I think I would. I don't think I would change it up. The only thing I think I would do differently. So like right now, I do very like web type stuff, very front end, very
Mhm.
like flashy and fancy, and some might even say fake programming. I think if I worked at NASA, I'd want to be working on the robots.
Okay,
I wanna
so
be
you want
working with-
AI or
Uh,
a more mechanical, like
Yeah, I
someone's
guess
holding the joystick.
AI would be pretty sweet. It would actually be really awesome to work on AI for a robot that's driving around Mars,
Ooh.
that type of thing, or like driving around Europa or Titan
If
or whichever
rock,
one.
then grab. That's about as much coding as I know.
Now you have a problem with trying to grab every rock it sees.
Well, that's where you
Stop!
come in.
Stop! Stop the subroutine.
It
It's
is.
trying to pick up a mountain.
Our new rover has successfully picked up Mars, and by that, it's just flipped upside down. It's so proud of itself.
Oh
I
my
did it,
God.
Mom.
On the plus side, our billion-dollar robot did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Oh,
On
man.
the downside, it has been crushed by several boulders. It tried to lift too much. Who hasn't?
Hey, man. More lifts, more gains.
If anything, our robot simply was too human.
Oh. We believe in you, Mars rover.
Oh man.
You can lift anything you want.
But that's the type of thing I think I'd want to work on. I'd want to make the robot that goes around and sends all the useful data back that seems really useless from like a consumer standpoint, but is actually like super interesting.
Yeah.
Like-
Super valuable, too, I bet.
Like I don't know if you remember this. This was like 6 years ago, I guess, when they launched Curiosity.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
he
remember
landed
Curiosity.
rather. I actually watched, like, I stayed up really late and watched the live stream
Aw.
of the actual landing when the rover landed and they started getting data back from it, and everybody was super excited, and it was super cool. It was also one of the first things Caroline and I did together. Like, I mean, it was
Aw.
like we did it like online, like she was in Philly at the
Right.
time, but yeah, we both tuned in. We were both like super interested in the Mars rover and in space and stuff. So like, it was just super little fun thing.
Oh, that's cool.
What would you do?
So because it's a space type operation, I really don't trust myself with the number pushing or
Okay.
anything involved with the launching.
They
But I am quite handy. So I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna be on the engineering side, building stuff.
You can build a robot that I AI'd.
Yeah, you know what? Sure.
AI is now a
Like
verb.
I'd rather probably not build the rocket because that's the more important thing. But I can make sure those wheels turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me like a screwdriver and a wrench, and I'm in there. I'll do that part. Um, I can maybe document it. Like I don't think my I don't think my
You'd be the guy in the corner with the camera.
yeah, no, I don't think my skill set is really a match for NASA. But hey, I can tighten a couple screws. You know what? I'll make tea for
what, that's-
everyone. I will
And you'll
calm.
tighten
I
the
will
screws.
keep the what's the people they call back to?
Ground control.
Yeah, I will keep ground control nice and caffeinated.
We'll keep ground control grounded.
Yes. You know what? Sign me up for that role.
That's the real unsung hero of the
Hmm.
operation.
All right, Steve. Second, more fun question. What is your favorite space fiction?
Easy.
Oh,
At first, when you mentioned this before we started,
mhm.
I was like, "Oh crap, what's my favorite space fiction?" And I thought about it for like 2 seconds. I was like, "Oh, easy, Firefly.
Ooh,
Of course, it's
okay.
Firefly."
All right.
Um,
Why? What makes their space better space?
I think they create a super interesting and like lived in universe. So like when they
Okay.
visit a different planet, it feels like people actually live there. It doesn't feel like a set or like a set piece or like a plot point. You know, they go to different places or they're in like a space station or something and it's like they're at like a bar and it just feels like there's a civilization. It's not
Right.
just like, oh, now we're on set point A, which is a cantina in space. Like
Hmm.
it's like it feels like a real place where people really live and interact. And I think that there's this whole notion that um, basically like the two biggest world powers on Earth are China and America,
Hmm.
and it ends up being that the two most prominent like cultural influences that you'll find in the show, there's a whole lot of Oriental and like Chinese influences and Asian influences. And then that next to like Old West American, like frontiersman type. It's super like you wouldn't see it outside of like a Jackie Chan movie,
Oh man.
out of an American Jackie Chan
Man,
movie.
I feel like I should really get on that. I haven't watched any of that. I technically
It's super
watched
short.
the
It's
movie
super
like
good.
forever ago.
Serenity.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched that like super for like I think I was 15.
probably about when
Yeah.
it came out.
Um yeah, no, I remember enjoying it. That's about as much as I can tell you.
The movie's easy enough to enjoy even without the show. But yeah, it's. I think that's my biggest.
I like what's his name? I can tell you that much.
Joss Whedon,
No.
uh,
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah,
Nathan
I
Fillion's
do love
great.
me some Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion's pretty
Look, I can
fantastic.
watch Castle all day.
Oh my god,
If it's just Space Cat,
Space
I would
Castle.
watch Space Castle. He's been shot with a laser. How can I write a book about this? Oh no,
Oh.
my daughter. There you go. That's every episode of Castle.
Launch a cyber nuke. Yeah, let's say Firefly for that reason.
Good. Okay.
What about you?
So me and Mike have been watching a lot of Cowboy Bebop lately.
Oh, that's a good one too.
And I'm really glad you bring up the feeling lived in aesthetic because they make so many places in space look like absolute garbage holes to live in, and I feel like
So
that's
did
so
Firefly.
true to life.
That's yeah. That's like nothing's like super pristine and
Everything's
chrome, and
shit.
everything's garbage.
Like there's like destroyed space stations that people are just living on because there's no laws here, but like
Yeah,
we can produce atmosphere and grow shit in here. So yeah, free reign. Let's just live it up in here.
it's like
And like there's planets where like they had this cool place where it's like a huge ring and the atmosphere is literally flowing out of it. So they just keep producing atmosphere within that flows outward
huh.
rather than like having it like Earth, which is a big sustained
Mhm.
system. It's just massively producing this. And it just feels really interesting in a world where technology has advanced further, but really production hasn't. Like you can really
Right.
tell everything's real shoddy still. Like
Yeah.
spaceships are clunkers, but they still fly. Like the most badass spaceship in the entire series is Swordfish. He still has to like kick it every once in a while, and I love that. I love that everything's not like the new Star Trek movie where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, lens flare, everything's like you're saying, everything chrome, and everyone's wearing like nice clothes. It's like
Yeah,
no, the future's gonna look like this, but like maybe a car will fly.
Mhm.
Um, Yeah, no. If you want good space feel, definitely get in that Cowboy Bebop. But I feel like I'm talking to a majority that already knows what that is.
Yeah. I never actually finished Cowboy Bebop, but I loved everything that I've seen of it. I've loved it. I feel like I've only seen like a smattering of episodes,
Me,
but it's
him,
just
and a
like
friend of his literally just sat down, and I think we watched 11 episodes.
I could see that
Yeah,
happening.
it's so bingeable.
It's so good. That's literally like the same exact feel that I get from Firefly. Like
Hmm.
everything in Firefly too. Like their spaceship that they fly is it's they got it at a junkyard and like just you know it's there's like this whole like there's a whole episode dedicated to like when they got the ship and how they made it serviceable and flyable
That's
and how
cool.
it's
I didn't know
basically like
that.
their baby. Like this is their thing that their engineer Kaylee cares about the most, and she knows everything about it. And it's held together like cobbled together by like garbage parts, but like it's her garbage. Like it's that kind of
One thing I didn't catch, but on the rewatch of Bebop, the at Bebop, the actual ship itself, it's a
Mhm.
fishing ship.
That
That's why
too.
it
I
has
remember
this
that. Yeah.
big like landing on it that you can fish off of. Jet just drops that one time. I'm like, oh my god, yeah. All
Oh
right,
man, that show's amazing.
last and final question. The gloves are off here. This is the realest question of the real. If given the opportunity, would you actually go into space for realsies?
I have some follow up questions.
Okay, you can have stipulations.
Uh, do I have a spacesuit?
Well, no, okay, no, everything it'd be
It's
like
like it's like realistic.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
like
it's
you have
regulated. You'd be like
This is like, 10 years from now, Elon Musk has his moon tourism.
Right. Like you'd get like small basic training. You wouldn't be like an astronaut. You wouldn't train like almost all your life for it. But this would be
Hmm.
like, hey, space tours. It's
I
a rough one, man.
think it would take me a long. I'll put it this way: if it happens in my lifetime, 100% yes.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, it would have to happen in my
I mean,
lifetime.
yes, true.
But yeah, because I mean, how could you not?
Mm.
It's like if I had the means to do it, like it wasn't prohibitively expensive, or
Oh no,
like
no, it's completely affordable. In fact, you know what? It's free.
oh,
Let's go there. It's free.
100% do it all the time. I mean, it would take me a long time to like build up the courage to go that first time.
I bet.
And if it was miserable, maybe I wouldn't go back again. You see it. I feel like when you get up into space, it's like, yeah, it's space. It's big. It's empty. It's vast.
I wonder if it would get old quick.
Yeah, like I wonder, 'cause I feel like it wouldn't be, even if it happened in our lifetime, like it wouldn't be jumping from planet to planet instantaneously. Like
Mm.
you wouldn't be able to see a new planet every time you go. Like you'd probably be like, oh, I'm going to the moon, and I'm like, I want to go to the moon this week. I went last week. It's just kind of the moon.
Okay, what if new stipulation, you're the only one in the craft.
Can I fly it wherever I want? I mean, as long as within reason.
You have
Maybe.
enough fuel to go around the moon.
Okay. I'd probably do it more often. If it was just like getting in the car and driving around.
Oh man.
Just go for a space ride. No problem. It'd be amazing.
We have vastly different answers.
Would you not?
I don't think I could, man. Have you seen all the fucking like things that could go wrong in space?
I mean, YOLO, right?
Oh my god, like all right. So obviously the most horrifying death of all time would just be floating out and just waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just waiting to die.
Yeah. That would literally like last thing on the list I want to do. Like I'd rather be buried alive.
Like they're kind of similar.
Yeah, really. Um Also like there's just so much that goes into a launch
Hmm.
that like I feel like they delay when the fucking wind is wrong that day.
Well, I kind of figured since it was like affordable and easy to get up there, and that we would have gotten past that part at least.
Mm. No, I still think all the dangers are still there. And
The
that's
dangers, yeah,
kind of
but
why I would.
even for like launching,
Well, I mean, there's only so much you can prepare for.
I guess
I
that's
feel
fair.
like. I mean, we have rockets that land themselves now. I mean, like we're pretty prepared,
Yeah.
but like, say an asteroid comes in, man, we can't predict anything. What if you're in that terrible situation where you're in the spacecraft when the big rock hits Earth and you
Isn't
come
there just a
back?
movie about that?
Yeah, there's a movie about that. I don't remember what it is, but I remember it's a thing.
Hmm, that'd be tough.
Yeah, I think it's a very hard thinker.
I still think I'd do it though, because I feel like the chances of something like you know hitting some space trash, or getting dinged by a space pebble that tears a hole through your hull because space pebbles travel pretty fast.
Mm.
Um, I feel like that's the chances of that are like almost more slim than getting struck by lightning in an airplane and crashing.
I think I'd agree with you there, but fuck, man, it would
It
take
is
a
still a
lot
puzzler.
for
It's
me to
still a
look
thinker.
past all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
why I think like it would take me a long time to do it that first time.
mm,
But I think once I did it once, I think I would approach it the same way that I approached flying. Like I was afraid to fly for a long time, and then I didn't really have a choice. I was going on vacation with my family, so wasn't like I could be like I was only like 14.
yeah,
It's like it
okay.
wasn't like I could be like, I'll stay home, guys. Like that wasn't really an option.
I would 100% not be in like the first 100 missions.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, I would wait for it to be like
Yeah.
safe and stable.
I think if it's in that situation where it's somewhat regulated, then I might. Like I'd very much consider it.
Mhm.
But oh man. Yeah, definitely not going to be on some of those first ones.
No, I'm definitely not. Like if you heard about the people who have already signed up to like be the first to go to Mars, fuck that. I
No.
ain't going on no one-way trip to Mars.
Like we think we know what's on there.
We're gonna get there and find out that the aliens were just hiding the whole time.
We could look at it real good. And then they like throw off the sheet and they're like, haha, and then they eat us.
They remove the tarp that's covering the entire planet and shake off the dust.
The rover walks up to the rock, but it's actually a big tarp and it just pulls it up. Bam, space base.
Oh, that's scary.
That's gonna be it for space today, guys. Check more of our content out on Kitchbed Media.
Yeah.
Check out our other podcasts. You find both of us on 102 Cast with Mike. You got Palm Top Podcast and me and Alex. We watch silly animes and stuff and do movies sometimes.
Both very good things.
Yeah. Maybe you should check us out later.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys later. Tink. Oh, that was solid.
Ugly.
A
We'll
little
just do the
scary.
Chai Guys wink. It's left and then right.
Yeah, no, it's left and right at the same time. You just kind of wonk. Yeah, you know, but it's secret.
Secret. Don't tell anybody.